Hello everyone, Namaskar. Welcome back to Mom's Advice. I'm Monica. With the beginning of 2021, I know all boys and girls would have started worrying about exams, which is very obvious. So looking into your requirement, I'm getting all videos for this month based on examination. And today, I'm going to cover a topic, how do you prepare yourself for exams? We all know preparation of exams should begin early so that we get sufficient time to revise the entire portion before exams. Now, एक दिन में तो पूरी पढ़ाई करी नहीं जा सकती है एग्जाम के लिए. हमें एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन कुछ वीक्स पहले फिनिश कर देनी होती है so that we are well prepared for the examination. I have two girls and I know most of the students, they study properly at the last moment and they thrive on last minute cramming. This is not the way to approach for exams. So today I'm going to tell you how do you prepare yourself for examination with ease. पहली बात आपको याद रहे कि आपको जो पढ़ाई करनी है वो थोड़ी सी प्लानिंग के साथ और अपने आप को ऑर्गेनाइज करते हुए करनी है. So remember to organize and plan. Time is the king. So plan before you study. So how do you plan? You look into the total time available with you and you see the number of subjects you have to cover. So number of days आप देख लें और आपके पास कितने subjects हैं cover करने के लिए. Number of days को number of subjects से divide कर लें so that you know now exactly how many days you will be giving per subject. Once you know that, then look into the difficulty level of the subject. जो सब्जेक्ट आपको ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट लगता है उसके लिए थोड़े ज़्यादा दिन रख लें. अदरवाइज नंबर ऑफ डेज शुड बी सेम फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट्स. आई मीन यू मे वांट टू गिव सम मोर टाइम टू सम फ्यू ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट्स. Then keep a balance as comfortable to you and prepare your planner and organize your studies. एग्जाम से पहले सारा कुछ पढ़ना पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन रीराइट सम इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्ट्स, डेफिनेशन, important concepts separately and you can underline or highlight the important things which you can study at the last moment before the examination. You may try reformatting them into charts, diagram, mind maps to create the visuals which will be helpful in understanding the complex concepts. Once you have a plan, you are more organized, and what you can do is you can increase the number of hours for your studies. Second point, remember, don't hesitate in asking question. अपना कोई भी question, अपना कोई भी doubt है, इसको पूछने से घबराए नहीं. Plan your subject properly. It's never too late to try and make your things right. अगर आपको कोई सब्जेक्ट में डाउट है, अगर आपको कोई कंसेप्ट समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, it's better to get back to your instructor, your mentor, your parents or your friend who can clarify your doubt and make that concept clear to you. It is not good to memorize the concept. आपको concept समझना ज़रूरी है, उसको रटना नहीं है. अगर आप मेरी बात माने, यूज योर फैमिली मेम्बर्स टू योर एडवांटेज. जो भी क्वेश्चंस आप याद कर रहे हैं उनको अपने पेरेंट्स को, किसी भी फैमिली मेम्बर्स को सुनाएं ताकि वो आपको भी अच्छी तरह से समझ में आ जाए और याद भी हो जाए. नेक्स्ट आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट बताने जा रही हूँ. दैट इज यू नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ योर सेल्फ. Prior to exams and during exams, you have to have proper food, plenty of water, you have to have sufficient sleep, and then you need to do regular exercise. What you eat can really have impact on energy levels and focus, so keep yourself away from junk food. अगर आप प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशियस फूड खाते हैं तो जो अचानक से आपको फटीगनेस हो जाती है, सिकनेस हो जाती है या हमको कहीं भी नींद आने लगती है, ये सब आपको कुछ भी नहीं होगा. एंड रिमेंबर, अगर आपकी बॉडी अच्छे से हाइड्रेटेड रहेगी देन ओनली योर माइंड इज गोइंग टू वर्क. सो हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ वाटर. अनदर थिंग, हैव अ गुड स्लीप बिकॉज गुड स्लीप actually helps in resting the complete body to regain its energy and strength. Some students, they prefer to study late at night, some they prefer studying early in the morning. So depending on you, which timing suits you the best, you select your timing for your studies so that you can maintain a fixed routine for your sleeping hours. Any workout will actually increase your energy levels and reduce the effect of stress, and workout also increases the memory and thinking ability. So at minimum also you should do some exercise, and if it's nothing, then at least when you study, you just move around and study. Next, you should remember that you have to do the previous year question papers. That is, you have to have old question papers to practice. Once you finish your subject, that means once you have done the studies, then you can start doing the previous year question papers. Now once you do the question papers, what happens? You know the exact format of the question paper. You know what sort of questions are asked in the question paper. This helps you to get used to of the format of the question paper, and if you time yourself, you know exactly how much time you have to spend per section of the question paper. Once you are done with the old question papers, then you have to have some time for correction. You have to do the self-assessment so that you know if there are any gaps. You need to give the required time and you need to take the required steps to fill those gaps so that you don't do those mistakes in your final exams. And आखिरी step, last step आपको याद रखना है कि आपको throughout positive रहना है. You need to be positive because positivity leads to success. By adopting a positive mindset, you will not only feel encouraged, it will also help you to achieve the results you deserve. अब आप पॉजिटिव कैसे रहें, इसके लिए मैं आपको कुछ ज़रूरी टिप्स देना चाहूँगी. द फर्स्ट वन इज यू कैन हैव 5 minutes ब्रेक आफ्टर every 1 hour of studies, because when you study your mind actually consumes the glucose and you drain out. Once you drain out, then you need a refueling. So to refuel, you need to take a rest for 5 minutes. This way even your mind will ease out. Second thing, sometimes many negative thoughts come to our mind. You need to distract those negative thoughts by indulging yourself in some or other work of your interest for some time, so that the negative thoughts which actually reduces our focus goes away and then you get back to your studies. When you indulge in some or other activity of your choice, your motivation level also enhances. Next step is taking a power nap. You know, it is very exhausting when you move from a book to another book, from one studies to another studies. It's continuous non-stop studies. So what you can do is you can have a quick cat nap to refresh yourself and boost your memory. Finally, look at the bigger picture. Remind yourself that today if you are going to study well, then before examination you are not going to stress at all. Another thing, no harm in saying or thinking that this too shall pass. These exams are going to get over soon and then I'm going to be relaxed. Hope you have understood how you need to be preparing yourself for exam. Now it's time to ponder. Do it now. Work for it. You need to be determined and focused. And the last thing, remember all the power tips which I have given you. Now you may take my advice, push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. Hope you enjoyed today's session. This entire month I'm going to have all sessions based on examination. If you like it, do like, share, comment and spread the love to all of your friends. Stay tuned, stay safe, see you, bye-bye, namaskar, Jai Hind.